This is a poem I have spoken. If this is stolen, I'll be broken. Oh boy, that was probably the worst poem on here. Well, you would be terribly, terribly wrong, and I wish you were right, but you're not. Oh God. The theme of this episode is poems. Poems, how they are very close to my heart. So let's read some of my favorite and worst poems I read on my comment section of 10,000 or whatever the fuck there was. Your eyes glow red, Ciel's eyes bloom blue, Eloise is dead, and thank fuck too. Sebastian asked for a poem so he could roast me alive, but he can't roast me as bad as a phantom hive. Well done, Kazumi-kun, that was a fantastic poem, and you're right, I can't roast you as bad as phantom hives. Fortunately for you, you were probably one of the best poems we received. Sadly, it only goes downhill from here. There was a young lord from London who founded the company Phantom, who sells sweets, toys and other treats to little children who run around the streets. His past is painted with blood and fire, he sought revenge and soared even higher. From the filth of the city to the heights of the reapers, a game for his soul can be called finders keepers. His many pawns play out on his board. He plays to his best to best the criminal horde. He sends Sebastian the knight to knock them all down. When they see the sight of him, their trousers turn brown. He got arrested one day and no one knew why. As he was dragged away, Elizabeth went to cry, while people in prison couldn't if he was a girl or a boy. The truth was, he was bent over naked as a Happy Meal toy. Oh, such elegance, such beauty in one poem. Oh, fantastic. I will say, though, I was extremely confused on the second to last line. I admire your intention of grammar correction. It fills me with affection that someone has a connection with the grammar section. I admire your selection of choosing the grammar collection, the proper perfection of a phantom hive gentleman. I'm glad I feel you with affection. Why are all these poems so good so far? I hate myself for choosing these. There was once a butler named Betsy. His manners were known to be classy, but when trying corsets for his bratty young lord, his intentions became rather trashy. Lauren Hope, what are you trying to insinuate? Are you implying that I get a little attracted to the young lord in a corset? Please, he's a 4 at best, and you know it. Cranberries are red, Ciel's parents are dead. I want Elizabeth's head, and you in my bed. Oh, I'm sorry, you were Teletubby? No, I didn't think so. Then I decline your offer. I admire your roasting, but sir, you are just boasting. You think that we admire that your grammar is correct, but most of the people are here to get erect. Most people don't come here by choice, for half are just here to get fucked by your voice. You've been roasted, can't you see? I'd like to see you try to roast me. Well, Southern Narnia, you would like to be roasted. Well, thankfully for you, I've spotted a critical mistake. On the verse, most people don't come here by choice, you spelt come incorrectly. You spelt it C-O-M-E, when in fact it should have been spelled C-U-M. You see, you are correct that most people don't come here by choice, but they also don't come here by choice. You see, people can't help themselves when I'm roasting bitches. Precision is key for a butler such as I, as you must be dedicated, dutiful, and let nil pass you by. None of my tasks I would dare leave to fate, as a reliable member of the Phantom Hive estate. This poem speaks true, as it's nice and precise. That my grammar, you see, is no less than precise. Dearly trust in my words, and I shall never stutter, for I am simply one hell of a butler. You nearly summed me up perfectly, dear, but you forgot a few crucial things about me. One, you forgot that my mixtape is indeed fire, as I have demonstrated numerous times. Two, you forgot to mention how amazing my roasting skills are. And lastly, you forgot my unhealthy obsession with cats and feline creatures. Roses are red, violets are blue, Ciel is a fag. So are you. Congratulations, Chris, on learning the word fag. I'm sure it would have rubbed off on you the amount of times your father said it to you. Here's a poem just for you for Valentine's Day, Mr. Sebastian. Roses are red, violets are blue. Very original start, by the way. Sugar is sweet, and so are you. But the roses are wilted, the violets are dead. The sugar bowl is empty, and so is your head. Perhaps you should have taken less time trying to insult me and come up with more of an original start to your poem. For as you might have seen, a lot of people started their poem with roses are red and violets are blue. I have no idea why you're all obsessed with this. Fuck you too. Roses are red, lemons are sour, Sebastian, please let me open my legs and give me an hour, followed by droplets of water and aubergines. Fantastic. Poems don't necessarily have to rhyme. If you didn't know that, you have to give me a dime. They don't have to, but I'm still doing it. Because honestly, I'm just full of bullshit. Oh, well that is fantastic, dear. You'll get on with the rest of the comments just fine. My memes are ironic, my depression is chronic. Throw my arms behind me, I'm faster than Sonic. Roses are red, my procrastination is unhealthy. If you see one more 9-year-old reading Lemons, please fucking shoot me. I'm very glad that others share my viewpoint on this topic. Sebastian, I apologize to say, the more you age, the more lazy you get. Your spelling skills decrease every day, and grammar you always forget. Your roasting talent is forgotten overnight. Just like your face is forgotten by daylight. Your only fans are stupid otaku girls, and if they're not girls, well, they're gay men with curls. Can you stop this nonsense so-called roasting? No, you can't, just like you couldn't stop your own master from becoming a demon. How did you feel when you couldn't even succeed at being a demon? You're failing. So go work at a maid cafe, it's the only place that will hire you. Move on. When stupid people get roasted for free, roasting is something I have yet to be. When I'm feeling in the blues, I remember my name is Terry Crews. I love power. I need to take a shower. Sebastian, you can only read this poem if you promise to forever smell like power. Well, Mr. Terry Crews, I promise you I will forever smell of power. I watched an anime, and if I may, it was quite loco. 'Twas Boku no Pico. It's also one of my favorites too. I'd love to see you roast me, but I doubt you can, because your game is so weak you're a pathetic old man. You have nothing better to do than correct people's grammar. That's only because you have no chicks to hammer. When you're not doing that, you're over on Hentai Haven, because you're nothing more than a pervy raven. You've got such a big ego and you think you're tough shit, but that's only to hide the fact that you've got such a small dick. I'd keep going, but I'm sure you get the gist. You lovable demonic bitch. Well done, that was not a bad rap at all. It's a shame it's nowhere near as fire as the stuff I spit, my dear. Harry was in denial, Ruby was in a trial, Ashton played on a tile, and Sebastian is a pedophile. God made Coke, God made Pepsi, God made me oh so sexy. God made rivers, God made lakes, God made Sebastian. Well, we all make mistakes. Wow, I am just offended right now. Like, what? Are you implying that I am a mistake? You want to insult me? Well, I can insult you just as much. Harry was in denial, Ruby was in a trial. What kind of pathetic way is that to start a poem? Who are you trying to appeal to with that? Nobody. Nobody cares if Ruby was in a fucking trial. He is beauty. He is grace. Damn it, Sebastian. Came all over my face. Since when did you become a Teletubby? You want a poem? Sure, or I can just torture you with words. Roses are red, this poem's atrocious. Try to pronounce. Pneumono-ultra-microscopic silico-volcanoconiosis. Kudos to you, if you manage it right. But hi, if you failed, I'll be here all night. Gabby the Otaku, I think you underestimate that I am simply one hell of a butler, who also happens to enjoy pronunciation. Valentine's Day has just passed, and I'm on the market, so I want you all to try and swoon me. So the theme of the next video is pickup lines. Write your best pickup